Gentlemen, we're going to talk semen retention dynamics. And we're going to try and see if we can come to some sort of understanding in regards to this semen retention and its uses and its benefits. As y'all know, if you look on my YouTube, it's been years. I don't make videos often, but I am going to start making more regular videos. In all honesty, sometimes I don't feel like, I don't feel like making a video. But we're going to talk today about semen retention. And we're going to talk about it because it seems like anytime I bring up semen retention, there is about maybe one or two men who are like, oh, I tried that before and I failed. Or, yeah, I believe in that, but I don't think we should do it because of these reasons. Or I don't think we should do it because of that. Then there are the other men who they'll actually state, and this is an internal excuse that men make, right? And where are these excuses coming to? These excuses are coming from the fact that you can't control your internal desires to release. You understand? And because you can't control those desires, this is what you're going to do. You're going to make up excuses. You're going to make up excuses like, oh, I heard if you don't release an XYZ, it causes prostate cancer. Prostate cancer. Do you even know what cancer is? Find out what cancer is. And after you find out what cancer is, please tell me how not releasing the most vital life force energy in your body is going to actually, by you retaining life force energy, somehow, some way, that's going to cause cancer. Can y'all please make that make sense? Just make that make sense. Make it make sense. Now, I don't want to blow off all your claims, but what I want to do is I want to present you with information so that you understand that it's not what you think it is, all right? For one, if it takes the body 72 days, you can research it. If it takes the body 72 days to completely make mature sperm, what makes you think it's okay to bust off every single day or just multiple times a week? Like, what makes you think you should be doing that? Now, straight out the gate, you would actually think, well, this, that, and the third, I can do what I want, I'm a man, this, that, and the third, but we're not talking about you doing what you want. We're not talking about you living your life. We're talking about the discipline of a man and how he should live his life and what his seed should be used for. Let me ask y'all a question. Because I sat and I thought about it for a second, and I had to ask myself, think about it. We've been jerking off and using magazines to do things since we were 12, 13, 14 years old, right? Ask yourself a question. What is a 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old man doing masturbating to some other people having sex, or masturbating, looking at somebody else in a magazine doing something provocative and sitting there blowing off his chi into a magazine? Me included, I did it too. I'm not here. I'm a recovered addict, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I came out this way, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like anything y'all tell me is gonna throw me off. It's not like you're gonna fool me because I used to be you. I used to be you, so I already know. You get me? You're not fooling me. And as soon as I found out about it, I was just like you. I wanted to have every excuse underneath the sun to keep busting off my nuts. Oh, I have to release because of this. Oh, I heard the doctor said it's okay to this, that, and the third. Looking for every single excuse instead of just understanding the simplicity of life force chi, how long it takes your body to make mature sperm, and then the fact is, you're wasting vital life force essence for absolutely no reason. As a man, your chi force energy is tied directly into your body. It's tied into your strength. I can tell you right now, Mike Tyson lost that fight against Buster Douglas because he busted off. He was dealing with a whole lot of stuff. He was dealing with the rape case. He was dealing with a whole lot of stuff. His focus wasn't there. He busted off. You can read in his book and he'll tell you can't be champion if you release an orgasm. Mike Tyson said that in his book. Anthony Joshua practices semen retention 3 months before a fight. Muhammad Ali practiced semen retention for a year before a fight. What is that going to do? That's going to give you legs. That's going to give you some pretty good legs too. And anybody that boxes knows you need your legs. Your legs are the most important thing. They're going to help you move. They're going to help you stay up. I've told people a million times, if I wanted to fight myself right now, and myself went and busted a nut yesterday and the day before, I'm going to get in the ring with myself and I'm going to sit up in there like I'm Floyd Mayweather. I'm going to be shoulder rolling him, dipping him, you know what I'm saying, all up in his face, hands behind my back. Why? He ain't going to be able to touch me. He ain't going to be able to touch me. I'm going to be dodging his jabs like Canelo. He ain't going to be able to touch me. I'm not going to be able to touch me because I'm going to be going against the weaker version of myself with less life force energy inside. Like, he's going to be weak. You understand? It takes a whole entire cup of blood to make 1 drop of semen. It takes a whole entire cup of blood to make 1 drop of semen. Think about that for a second. Do you know 1 single ejaculation damn near has the power of an atomic bomb? But you don't understand, you don't think that way because you don't understand what it is that's inside of there. Millions and millions and millions and millions and millions. There is no, you have millions and millions and millions and millions of sperm that can start life, spark life inside your body. Why would you want to disperse that frivolously? For what? To what end? And I'm looking right at y'all because what a lot of you men don't want to admit is that sometimes you're unhappy with your life and that's why you have to go jerk off. You feel inadequate. Maybe you can't get the girl. Maybe you can't get the job. Maybe you're short. Maybe you're not physically attractive. But guess what? You can go fuck your hand and just feel like the man for like, you know, a few minutes while you're sitting there blowing that load off. And then after that, you hit that down for and now you have to wait for it to come back up. And when it comes back up, you can go and feel like the man again. So for a lot of y'all, it's an addictive high. It's not even a need. What it is you're doing it for absolutely no reason. You're actually doing it because you have a mental illness. And the funniest thing is, doctors and researchers, they're never going to actually research men who masturbate and or over-masturbate because you all over-masturbate. It's not like any of you do it with any discipline. It's not like any of you wait till the 72 days is up and go, I'm waiting my 72 days to release and then I will start the process. No, you have no fucking discipline. You're doing it when you don't get a text back. Oh, she didn't text me back. I already popped my pill. Might as well rub one out, right? You're doing it because you're a premature ejaculator and you're trying to rub one out so you can last a little bit longer in the pussy. Once again, what are we talking about here? Lack of discipline. Lack of discipline. So, because of this lack of discipline, it starts to trickle down and it starts to cause behavioral problems and behavioral issues because you start to look for instant gratification without very much work. You understand? That's why most men go out there and you just want to go talk to a female, this, that, and the third. Oh, she likes me. Oh, can I have some pussy so I can bust a nut now? Why? Because that's what you always do. That is what you always do all the time. You feel me? So why would you change that dynamic when it comes to a woman and or even courting, which is, it's a process. Why would you even want to try and or court when usually for you to get your release, it's instant. You don't have to do anything for it. It's instant. That's even why in sex you end up, because you masturbate so much, you end up having premature ejaculation because you bust off super quick when you're jerking your hand off, and then you get up in the pussy and you don't know what's going on. And before you know it, you can't handle it, and boom, you blow a load. Why? Because instead of learning a woman's body, understanding your body, building up your chi energy, you're used to taking a quick pill. You're used to hitting the nitro button and then it's over. So all that in between, as far as foreplay and this, that, and that, you don't care about that. You just care about the end result, because for you, it's always been the end result. Oh, I feel this way. I feel inadequate. I feel insecure. Oh, yeah, I feel, yeah, that's right. Yeah, turn that ass over. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, now I'm the man. Yeah. Now let me go, put on my nice outfit, my fly sneakers, go outside like I'm the man, like I did something. You ain't do shit. You satisfied your ego artificially, but you didn't do shit. You understand? Semen retention, when I try and tell y'all to practice semen retention, this is not only tied into your chi energy. This is not only tied into your personality. This is tied into your mental behavior and the way you move around women and so on and so forth. I even realized it. I've been practicing this thing for so long, it changes the dynamic of a lot of different things. For instance, you'll be dealing with a woman and it's just like, you'll be wanting to actually know and learn her more so that you can have a deeper connection with her more, because your end goal is not just get in there and release an orgasm. It's not just get in there and release an orgasm. That's not what you want to do. That's not your end goal. So you're going to think deeper and you're going to think further than that. You're going to analyze things a little bit. You're going to analyze things a little bit more. You understand? And you're going to be more selective. Why are you going to be more selective? Because you are going to value yourself more as a man, and you're going to value your chi more as a man, your life force energy. Now, guess what? Who just wants to expend their life force energy with just anybody? Right? It's like a woman out there that has some bomb-ass pussy, and she knows she got some bomb-ass pussy because last time she gave it to a motherfucker, this motherfucker did not know how to act. Guess what? Once she realizes she got some bomb-ass motherfucking pussy and the motherfucker don't know how to act when he get that pussy, you know what she's going to do? She's going to be like, let me pull this pussy back, and I'm going to have to really analyze and vet and hold this pussy real close and make sure I don't give it to nobody unless they can handle it and handle me. You understand? Because I don't need no motherfucker around me acting a fool, stalking me, doing all this crazy shit. So it's the same thing for you as a man. Once you start practicing semen retention, you got that boom, boom, boom. Because think about it. I just told you 72 days. Ask yourself. Actually, you don't have to. Ask the guy next to you anything about semen retention on the last time he released. He's going to tell you it was that day or yesterday. I'm just telling you that right now. It's either we're jerking off or we busting off in our girlfriend every single day like we ain't got nothing else to do with our lives. And if you ask those individuals that, they're going to tell you. And then you're going to realize something. Damn, there's almost nobody practicing this shit. Dudes are releasing all the fucking time. What does that mean? If you're a man who practices semen retention and you can actually even pull it off for at least 3 months, you're a rare breed. You're actually walking around with actual mature sperm. Your sperm is mature. That's another thing. Somebody tried to, a masturbator. Why would you try and go against a guy telling you to retain your semen and retain your life force when you know it's vital? This guy had to come on my post and he's sitting there talking about, oh yeah, the vas deferens does this and it stores this and it stores that. Bruh, no. The vas deferens does not sit there and just store your semen for an eternity. It stores the mature semen, and then after you bust off, boom, that's it. That's done. Bust off, that's it. That's done. And you can tell. You know why? You can tell that it's not the same semen. I'm going to tell you right now. Because pure, healthy, mature semen is thick and white. Thick and white, ladies. Thick and white, gentlemen. Thick and white. So, when you're shooting out that clear shit, it's garbage. It's not... It's shit. It's garbage. It's garbage. And I said this to somebody else, and somebody was like, oh, yeah, well, I got 3 kids, and this, that, and the third, and yada, yada, yada. Your weak semen may be the reason why your kid is only 5'8". His brain is not completely developed. He has mental and or cognitive issues grasping something. You understand? Semen retention goes deep. And I try and explain this to everybody all the time. That is the reason why you can see a man that has a family and can have 3 sons. And you can have one that's tall and strong, and then you can have one that's like fat and short. And yeah, the one that's tall and strong, he got good semen. He got some good semen. The one after that, he got some weak semen. Understand? And you will actually notice this dynamic even closer if you pay attention to men who have children who are 4 or 5 years apart, especially if he doesn't take care of himself. Because what happens is your sperm count declines and your testosterone declines. And along with that, your will to retain your semen declines. So that powerful, potent semen that you might have had in your younger years, you don't take care of yourself and you start to have a child in your older years, that child does not have the same physical capabilities or mental capabilities as the first child because the sperm you used was weak. Understand? Well, this video is at about 16 minutes. And it's kind of sad nowadays. We have to cut videos short because they've done research and people have short attention spans. But I'm not even going to cut my videos short. I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep flowing with it. You also have things that you can look at to tell you, all right, man, I think Damian Michaels might have a fucking point. And the thing is this, how do you feel after you bust a nut? Who busts a nut like, oh yeah, now I'm going to get up and go run a marathon? No, the fuck you're not. Oh yeah, now I'm going to get up and go right to the gym and lift what? What the fuck are you lifting? What are you lifting? What are you about to lift at the gym? You know what I'm saying? Nothing. And if you even try, whatever it is you bench, right? Whatever it is you bench, go to the gym after, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, if you can pull it off, not release it for 4 or 5 days, and lift. And, you know, see what your max is. You know, lift and push towards it. And then, after that heals up, you know, wait 3, 4, 5 more days. But then that day, what I want you to do in the morning is I want you to do what you always do. You know, rub one out in the shower or something like that. Then go to the gym. Put that same weight on there. And see if you can even lift it or even get close to the same amount of reps. And the answer is, you're not going to be able to get close. Meaning what? You lost your strength. You understand? And that happened to me when I was training during boxing. I'd go 3-minute rounds, 20 rounds, 23 rounds, and I'd just be going ham, hitting the bag. Anybody tell you when they box and you hit the bag and your jab is snapping, it makes like this sound, that pop, 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 pop. Like, there's like this pop sound, pop, pop, pop. Like you hear it, pop, right? So, after doing that consistently, I knew my shape, I knew my jab, I knew my range, my bounce, pop, 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 pop. You know what I'm saying? Then I met Allison. Allison was a freak. Allison went in the car. Allison went fuck over here. Allison went fuck over there. Allison, all over the place. This is before my semen retention. This is before I was even aware of this. I went to the gym, and I'm hitting the bag. I'm going to hit the bag, and it's like, gun. I ain't doing nothing. I'm hitting the bag. Not only am I hitting the bag and it's not making a sound, I'm hitting the bag, my arm is getting fatigued. My arm doesn't get fatigued. Fucking Vegeta. My arm doesn't get fatigued, you weakling. My arm doesn't get fatigued. So I turned to Dean, and I said, yo, Dean, what's wrong with my jab? And he's the coach at UB, University of Buffalo. He's the coach. I said, yo, Dean, what's wrong with my jab? He said, did you get a new girlfriend? I said, yeah, what's that got to do with it? He said, you got no legs. I said, what? He said, yeah, you got no legs. And then I realized it. He was right. For the last week and a half, 2 weeks, I've been releasing, busting nuts all up in her and all over the place, having a good old time, living my best life. And I had depleted all the chi energy in my body. And any boxer can tell you, you can do whatever the hell you want to do with your hands. Energy transfer starts from the feet. If you watch any boxer and watch what he moves, look at their legs. When you look at legs, you look at the leg movements, you're going to notice that the first thing you do before you do anything is you transfer. And even when on your stance, it's usually like a 70-30. And you put 70% on your back leg. Meaning what? When I go to push forward with my jab, my leg is pushing power up into my body, and then I'm taking that power and then I'm pushing it through, and I'm using a little bit of my muscular force to throw that jab out. But it comes from my legs. And without any chi force energy, I didn't have any power behind my jab because I was releasing an orgasm. Do you understand? You don't practice semen retention, you masturbate on a daily basis, you're going to be a weak fucking man forever. You're never going to understand your optimal fucking potential. And not only that, I will tell you, it also does increase the attraction that women have for you because you naturally start to get this glow. You start to get the same glow that women get when they shut down their fucking hoe phase and they go into this abstinence phase and they start working on themselves and they don't have dick for like a year or two, and next thing you know they got this glow and you just like, I don't know what she's doing, but I want that. It's the same thing for you. Same exact thing for you. And to go one step even further, what do you think Shaolin monks do? Do you think Shaolin monks are doing all those things with those knives and breaking all those things with their heads and having all that discipline and that flexibility and everything to do what they do because they're releasing orgasms every day? No. Shaolin monks practice, they don't even call it semen retention. They just don't release. They don't release because they're smart enough to know that they need their chi, they need their prana in sync and not depleted so that they can do all the moves, so that they can have the stamina, so that they can have the discipline. That's why they're abstinent. You can take the strongest, most powerful monk with all these moves and this, that, and the third, give him a girlfriend and have him go bust off for 2-3 days. He ain't gonna be able to do none of that amazingness. Not at that level. He gonna be a little bit winded, a little bit tired. Might not break the rock with his head. You understand? Will be depleted. Might not even feel like practicing today. His meditation will be foggy or off. Of course your meditation is going to be foggy or off. You're sitting there and now your body has to restore your vital chi force energy down here. And so now what are you thinking about? You're thinking about sex. You're thinking about sex. You can't even be enlightened up here. Your energy is focused down here. Did you even catch what I just now said? Simply because of one decision you made when your life force chi energy had came up the spine and it worked its way up after years in cultivation of cultivating that chi, and now it's up here, and now you're thinking on an enlightened, on a different level, and then out of nowhere, sexual desires, where's it going? Sexual desires, then boom, it blows out of here. Oh man, unfortunately now your body has to focus here for the next 72 days to restore your chi level. And that's another thing y'all don't understand. I'm trying to paint y'all a picture right here. What happens is, after you blow that load, basically what happens in the body is, your body goes, because your semen is not only in your nuts. I did research and I read for hours. Semen goes around your body. It's rebuilding your bones. It's in your bone marrow. It's rebuilding your nervous system. It's rebuilding everything. That's why if you look up the benefits of semen retention, you're going to see everything. Quicker rejuvenation, more stamina, more endurance, better blood flow, better respiratory, everything, better oxygen, everything. Why? Because you're a man. Your chi force energy, that's your life force essence right there. So as soon as you blow that off and as soon as you release it, your body can't focus on healing other things in your body and focusing on other things. Why? Because it needs to restore that. Why? Because you're going to need to create. It understands that you're going to have to go out there and create and spark an egg. And so after you release that, your body goes, oh man, I got to get down here and I got to start restoring this. He just blew this orgasm. I got 72 days to get this mature. Your sperm, your body don't make your sperm, and as soon as it makes it in like one day, your sperm just comes out and it's like, boom, I'm a strong sperm, let me start swimming. No, that's not how it goes. Once it starts to make sperm, look at the process. One piece starts to come out, then like the little DNA chromosome comes in there, then your head starts to form, then the tail has got to form, and then there's like another sheath that has to occur around. There is a lot that goes into building your sperm. That's why I said there's immature sperm and mature sperm. You understand? It takes a while. You just got in your head that, oh, I busted off today, and if I can bust off tomorrow, it just must be semen. Yeah, it's semen. Yeah, it is. But it's fucking immature. You understand? It's immature. And as far as I'm concerned, I have a warrior nature. I don't want to even create a child or a son with weak sperm. He's going to be fucking weak. He's going to be fucking weak. And not only that, the more you bust off, the lower your sperm count is. It's not like you're going to bust off right now and bust off 5, 6, 700 million sperm. And then, later on tonight or later on tomorrow, you're going to bust off 5, 600, 7 million. No, you're not. By then, it's going to be like 300, 400 million. Then you're going to do it again. It's going to be like 200 to 250. Then you're going to do it again. It's going to be like 150 to this, that, and the third. It's going to keep going down. And for the egg to select the sperm, it selects the strongest one. Once it gets there, it selects the strongest one. You want it to have as many as possible. You don't want your child to be, one sperm out of 80 million weak ass sperm. You want your child to be the sperm, the number one sperm out of like 600, 700 million sperm. You feel me? That's the difference. And on an intellectual level, and on a spiritual level, and on a chi level, you don't want your body spending all of its goddamn time worried about restoring your root chakra chi energy. You want to be able to channel it elsewhere. In order to do that, you have to retain your semen for an extended period of time, because it's going to fucking try and get you for like at least a month or two. Even when I talk to individuals, they're like, man, I held on for like a month, and then it came and it got you, didn't it? That's succubus. She probably got you in your sleep, right? Nighttime emissions. It's that serious. And guess what? Those succubus and those demons, they don't fucking come for you when you're jerking off, because your semen is weak. That's a low-level energy. They don't want that. They don't want that. They want you after like 1.5, 2 months when it's starting to peak. That's when they want to come get you and make you blow off. I know, because when I first started, I got hit 2 times. The girl I lost my virginity to came in my dream, and I was hitting it, and I started busting. I was like, yo, I'm busting, I'm really busting. Oh, shit, I'm in a dream. Let me get out of this. It was too late. By the time I woke up, my underwear was covered. It was too late. And another time that happened again also, but that time I caught it and I only released a spurt, and I woke up just in time. But man, once again, it got me. So don't think that this semen retention is some light thing, or it's something just to say, or guys just, it's a new thing that's out here and people are just, no. This is serious. You understand? This is serious. And if you practice it, it's going to start to cultivate different behaviors on a mental level inside of you so that you can start to become a better person. Not only that, you're going to start to think on a very, very primal level. You're going to become stronger. Your strength as a man is going to become stronger. The way you handle yourself and handle women, it's going to become stronger. You're going to start to feel like a man, and it's like, just imagine if somebody injected you with the blood of Kal-El. You know what I'm saying? Somebody injects you with that blood. You can't just go around doing basic stuff, this, that, and the third. You're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to want to deal with higher level women. You're not even going to want to deal with any scraps or any low vibrational garbage. Meaning what? You're going to rebuild your whole entire persona as a man so that you can handle higher level things, because your chi is now at a higher level. Your mind state is now at a higher level. And why? Because you're not thinking in your lower natures all the time, because you don't need to. Now you're not constantly thinking about, oh, I need to fuck this, oh, I need to fuck that, oh, I need to fuck this, just to appease your ego. Now you appease your ego by cultivating your chi energy. And you can't get the semen to go up the spine and activate your kundalini until you retain your semen for at least 4 weeks. It takes 4 weeks of cultivation before you can move that kundalini up the spine. And I don't care what anybody says, like, oh man, I did it and this, that, and the third. Shut the fuck up. You just like busting nuts and making fucking excuses. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because a common sense level should tell you you're not going to be doing any high level chi, spiritual, anything if you're busting off loads all the time. And no, I don't give a fuck if you have a girlfriend. If you have a girlfriend, what you're supposed to do is have her bust off all the nuts, all she wants, and just, that's it. Retain your semen. That's it. Just retain it. Because if you do and you practice it, you can have an internal orgasm. I do it all the time, and all it is anking. It's called anking. There's a video on my YouTube. You can check out anking, but it's anking. And basically, when that orgasm comes up and you get ready to bust, I know some of y'all don't want to stop, because that's another thing. No discipline. I don't give a fuck about stopping. I don't care how close she is to her orgasm. She's I don't care. I am not releasing my joint. If I'm about to blow, I'm going to rechannel out. I'm going to stop. And I'm going to let that go all the way up. I'm going to let that beam. Then I'm going to let my joint simmer down for a second. And then I'm going to let it come back up. And then I'm going to go back to work. After I have my internal orgasm. You understand? Because that same feeling of, you can have that without releasing. It's just like, it just feels like it's happening. It's happening in your head, though. It doesn't happen down here. It happens up here. And it's intense, and it's different, and you don't release, but guess what? Afterwards, you don't feel weak. There is no, I need a sandwich. There's none of that. You're still there. You're still ready to go. Understand? Stop jerking off. Practice semen retention. Peace.